Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. I hope your guys' week is going great. Let me know what y'all are up to down in the comments below. Let me go ahead and light my candle. Ooh, damn, it burnt the hell out of my finger. Alright, how's that look? Good? Okay, great. Let's move that up out my way. Move my phone up out the way. Good to go. Alright, y'all. Today, I've had this video in my watch later for a while. It is, it's like a, how old is this video? Came out 8 months ago, but I'm gonna do it today. So before we get started, you guys, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All right, I greatly appreciate it, and thank y'all for being here. Shout out Midwest Safety. Their information will be in the description box below as always. Did this mom, I don't know if I can say that word, her 4-year-old son? Because if she did, that's terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a thumbs up, and y'all, let's get started.
On March 27, 2024, officers from several agencies in the state of Washington would be alerted about a child who went missing under suspicious circumstances. Family members of 4-year-old Ariel Garcia notified officials of their concerns. He was last known to be with his mother, Janet Garcia. In an affidavit, Ariel's grandmother shared Janet's behavior had become, quote, very violent and unpredictable. She was obviously concerned for her grandchild's safety. Through investigative work, officers discovered Janet was last seen leaving her apartment at 7 a.m. that morning. In the midst of tracking her location down, officers would just so happen to receive a call from an alcohol rehabilitation center. Just 3 hours after the missing child report was put in place, officers from the Clark County Sheriff's Office met Janet at the rehab center and pulled her out of the building to question her about her son's whereabouts.
How you doing? Yeah. You okay? Yeah, sure. Nothing on you? No. Okay.
You guys give us some privacy.
Can I just peek and make, you don't need to reach in, I'll just, yeah.
Do you know why we're here?
Are you okay if I open the zipper?
Why? Why are you guys here?
What's going on today?
Can I open the zipper? Yeah. Just checking there, thank you. I just want to make sure before.
What's going on today with you? And like, sounds like the cops have been talking to you already.
Yeah. So,
You got some blood drops on your shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my son fell this morning earlier.
Oh no.
Yeah, so, but I was able to take him to the doctors and everything was okay. I took him with another lady so she can watch him for me because I wasn't staying at home. I had problems going on with my parents and they didn't let me in the house. So I was staying with another lady. She was super sweet. That's where my son fell. And then, but we left, so I was like, okay, you know. So I went to another lady's house, and I told her if she could watch him for me. I wanted to come get, you know, I wanted to fully recover. I'm an alcoholic, so I was like, if you can watch him for me for 12 months, that'd be amazing, because I'm not talking to my mom, and she's the one that has like, just like a notarized paper saying that she has legal custody of them, but I have legal custody of them. She's not letting me see my older son, so
that would be really hard.
Yeah, I'm a little bit upset about that one.
News reports shared that Janet's own mother, Maria, had filed for legal guardianship of both Ariel and his 7-year-old brother only 2 days prior on March 25th. Sources share that Janet, Maria, and Janet's 2 sons all lived in an apartment together. An affidavit shares that Maria accused Janet of taking Ariel with her to go drinking at a bar while out with friends, and that he had no shoes and was not dressed appropriately for cold weather conditions. She said Janet would also leave both her sons unsupervised for long periods of time without food. Wow. Janet had also allegedly violently thrown Ariel's older brother against a wall, physically abusing them. Janet's mother also specifically cited her drug and alcohol abuse as a problem. In addition to filing for legal guardianship, Maria also filed for a restraining order against Janet, prohibiting her from being within 100 feet of Ariel and his brother. The court then granted an emergency guardianship the day prior to this footage on March 26th. A court date was scheduled for March 29th to go over the conditions of the guardianship and the restraining order. It's likely that this situation is heavily affecting Janet's actions.
So I'm here now and everything's okay.
Okay.
So I don't know what else.
Well, we want to make sure that he's safe and know where he is. Who's the friend that you left it with?
I left him with another lady. I don't have her information.
Oh, well, that's not going to cut it. We got to figure out where he's at. Where can you, like, tell me the location where somebody could go and check on him and make sure he's okay?
In like SeaTac area.
Okay.
Seattle.
More specific?
I don't
Do you
have an address.
Nothing. Who's the friend? How do you know the person how did you pick the person?
She's a longtime friend that I know.
Okay, what's her name?
Alika. That's all I know. Alika Bone.
Alika Bone? Mm-hmm. Okay, and you've known her.
She literally just made that up. You could tell by the way she was. She was just like, yeah, what is going on?
Okay, but you've known her for a long time? So how did you reach out to her?
So I reached out to her because I needed help.
How did you reach out to her?
I found her number on my old Facebook, but I no longer have a Facebook anymore.
Okay.
So something you signed back into? And
Y'all, this happened last year.
you deleted it all?
I delete it all the time. So
Yeah, you found it today on your old Facebook? And her name is
Alika Bone.
Alika Bone, like B-O-N-E?
Note Janet's confirmation of her friend's name, Alika Bone, spelled B-O-N-E.
Okay, and she lives in the SeaTac area. So you drove him from the first house you were at to her house, or the doctor first? What doctor did you take him to?
Swedish, and that's it.
Swedish where?
Or I think it's Providence, actually. Providence in Everett.
In Everett, Providence.
Okay. You understand we just need to make sure that he's okay, and then
Yeah.
we can just do that, and then we can leave you be, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So how do we find Alika?
I don't know.
Can you describe to me how you got there from Providence?
So I just drove from there to Seattle, and then that's it.
You drove from Providence to Seattle
Seattle,
to Alika's house?
Yes.
Okay. Did you drive on the freeway or? Okay. How long did it take you to get there?
Like 2 hours.
2 hours. And what car were you driving?
My car. So just like 1 hour or so.
And what kind of car do you have?
I have a Nissan.
Okay. Where's that car now?
I don't have it with me.
Okay.
Where's it at?
I left it at her house, and then I came over here on the bus.
Evidence discovered later would suggest Janet did not take the bus to get there. Instead, security footage shows that she parked her vehicle down the street from the alcohol rehab center, ironically parking it at a bar, roughly 3 hours before the police began questioning her. About a minute after parking, she exits her vehicle and walks towards the rehab center. It's worth noting that the rehab center is an over 2-hour car ride away from her supposed friend's house in SeaTac. Taking the bus, especially if it was a last-minute trip, is highly unlikely. All trips we could find wouldn't have even dropped her off until after 6:30 in the afternoon, as the routes that leave in the late morning can't bring her there any earlier. The closest bus stop to the rehab center is over a mile walk away as well. Only if she was running would she have arrived before police began to question her.
Do you remember what exit you took?
I don't know.
Janet takes a seemingly relaxed big yawn here, despite talking to police about her son's whereabouts.
Jeanette. Okay, Jeanette.
That's because she's lying. Anytime somebody does that in the middle of, you know what I mean? She's lying. It's like a defense mechanism. She's lying.
You're not
Same
Lying?
with all that stuff.
you have a longtime friend that you reach out to leave your son with,
son.
who you obviously care about very
course,
much.
I love him with all my
yes,
heart.
and you're expressing how upset you are about what's going on between you and your mom and the custody of him and your older son. I think that's horrible. So I know that you're not going to go leave your son with somebody and you don't know where he is.
Yeah, no.
So you do know where he is.
No, I know where he is. I know where he's at.
Tell me where he's at.
I don't have the address for him.
Okay, how can we find the address for him?
I don't know.
Did you put it in your phone
No.
to get there? Okay, Alika, you know where your son is because you're a mom who loves her son very much and you didn't
I'm not Alika, I'm Jeanette.
I'm sorry, Jeanette.
Yeah.
Alika, you took him somewhere and you're going to go back to him and you know where he is. So tell me where he's at so we can make sure that he's okay or what's going on.
So he's not, I mean, he's there. He's with her, but
tell
he's
me
not
how
with
to go
me.
check on him.
I can give you an address.
Okay, what's the address?
I don't know, you have to write it down.
Okay, I can do that.
Do you have a phone number for it too?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't have a phone number for her, but
When he fell, where'd he get hurt?
Just he on his head, but he fell on the ground and he hurt himself.
Heads are the worst, dude.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find, I don't even...
How old's your son?
He is 5.
Janet says her son is 5, but according to news reports, he was 4 years old when this video was taken.
So I don't know if this is the right one.
The address Janet supplies, which we are keeping private for the
Let's pause real quick. Okay. Janet's alleged apartment in Everett. Okay, here. Yellow lines approximately 50 miles. The address Janet just gave to police. SeaTac, where Janet claims she left. For the homeowner's sake, as they may not be involved.
homeowner's sake, as they may not even be involved, is nowhere near the SeaTac area as she claims. The address she shares is roughly a 30-minute drive away from that area.
Seattle, Washington.
Where did you get that address from? Just now.
From the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you remember leaving him.
So yeah, Alika.
That's
And
Alika? Mm-hmm. How do you spell that?
Alica.
Okay.
Last name is Bonn.
B-O-N-N?
Yeah.
Bon?
She seems to remember a different spelling of her friend's last name, contradicting her previous confirmation from before.
So and if you guys can't find him or whatever, this is where I'm going to be for the next 12 months. But I mean,
They
he's
check
there.
in. They check in.
How did you guys discuss that you're obviously gonna communicate with him still, you wanna check on him
Right.
and all that. How are you guys gonna communicate?
Well, I'm not going to have my I'm not going to use my phone because
Okay.
I'm going to be here for the next 12 months.
Okay.
So if anything, I don't know what else.
Okay.
That's it.
You didn't discuss that with Alika before you left?
Yes, I discussed it with her. I'm going to be here for 12 months, and then, but before that, like I don't speak to my parents or anything like that because we got into an altercation. So, but this is where I'm going to be.
Okay. You can gonna give him that address.
Yeah.
And then tell me about your alcoholism. How long have you been dealing with that?
I've been drinking alcohol.
Or if you don't mind telling me, you don't
Yeah,
have
it's
to tell me.
okay.
It's not
I've been
my
here.
business,
This is like my third. Okay, I've been here like this is like my third year here.
Okay.
So I did 11 months in recovery because I was never like an alcoholic. I was more like of a drug user. So the only drug I ever used was meth.
Yeah.
And I used it for roughly like 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
I came to finally get clean on and off,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
I tried it one time and then years passed and then I do it again and then
Right.
years passed. This is my third year clean. I started drinking a lot because I was like, okay, I'm not a drinker. I was a drug
use
user.
drugs, so
Right.
alcohol's okay.
So
Yeah.
alcohol's fine. I'm like, it's a socialized thing
Sure.
that everybody does. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go out, I'm gonna have dinner, I'm gonna do this. Well, I drink to the point where I can drink a whole bottle of just like liquor. So I'm like, that's now I'm an alcoholic.
Gotcha.
So I started to have all kinds of problems, and then now I'm back here hoping I can get clean again. It just depends.
Well, I'm glad you're in a space where you feel safe, that you feel like that can work for you. I hope it does.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, I'm ready.
Good.
What a nice
Well,
call.
I just want to figure out where your son is. Obviously, there was some concerns. And once we
Yeah.
can do that, his injury was pretty bad. Yeah, was there quite a bit of blood and stuff? What did he do?
He jumped from the bed that we were sleeping on to the ground, and then he just got blood on his head, and so I had him taken to the doctor, and so he's doing good.
Okay. Okay. What did he hit it on?
Just on the ground.
Okay. How did it start bleeding?
It's just started bleeding.
Can you show me like what side of his head? Do you remember what side of his head it was?
I don't remember exactly what side of the head it was, but it's starting to rain a little bit.
Yeah. This. Okay. So you don't. What time did it occur today?
Just like early, like at 10, 11.
So how long were you guys at the hospital?
We were only there for a little bit. I don't even think he got checked. We got there and but I didn't wait enough for him to get checked out. So
So he didn't actually go back and get checked. Gotcha. Did you actually go inside and check him in? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then did you tell him you were leaving, or did you did? Okay. You just said he's not going to be seen and left.
Yeah.
God, she is lying. I cannot believe these officers are sitting here listening to this shit and wasting all this time. Like, she's clearly lying. Clearly.
Okay. And how was he acting?
He's okay.
Yeah.
What happened to him when he fell?
Nothing. He just cried.
Just cried? Just
Just like, just like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to sit down? I can leave the door open. You can sit right there so you're out of the
so
rain.
you know, when he fell down, what do you think he needed to go to the hospital?
Because he was bleeding from his head, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
why.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a legit ring.
And you can stay dry.
Yeah. So
Well, that's scary. He's 4? Okay.
Janet confirms his age of 4, even though she said he was 5 earlier.
Do you know how long you were at the hospital for?
I was only there for a little bit of time. Again, I didn't want to wait, so I was like, let's go.
Can you describe to me what that Providence looks like? Do you know what road it's on? Did you park in the emergency room parking lot, or?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Or was there a parking garage or anything?
I don't remember at the top of my head.
Okay. Do you remember when you walked in? Like, can you describe to me when you walked in what it looked like?
Just the hospital. Just the hospital.
She wasn't there. She
But
never
can you
went.
describe, like, when you walk in the door, where was the check-in?
In the front, I walked in, as soon as I walked in, the front desk was checked in right there, and I said my son had to be seen for something, and then his name and everything.
Okay.
And that's
You're
it.
going like this, so you wrote it down, or was that like a check-in thing? Or
There was a check, all right, but I think they checked me in. No,
Okay.
Yeah.
so you didn't write anything on there? Okay. Have you been there before?
No,
No, that was your first time.
that was my first time.
When you checked into the desk, was it just an open desk, or
Just an open
was it
desk.
behind a
all this.
wall,
They
like
know-
did they have like a
she's
glass
lying.
wall, or
Just an open desk.
okay? Was there a lot of people in there? Yeah, that's why you didn't want to wait because it was too long. Do you think he needed stitches or anything?
No, he's fine.
Okay, you didn't remember where his injury was? Is it front, side, back? Do you remember?
It's the side. It was the side.
Definitely one of the sides that you
So
recall?
the front, yeah.
Okay, front. You're kind of pointing above the eyebrow. You contacted your friend through Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I got her information through Facebook.
Oh, okay. And then what information did you get?
Just her number, and then I went to her house and dropped off my kid there, and then now I'm here.
Okay. You got like her phone number? Okay. And did you call her from your phone?
From my phone.
Okay, the one that's in your purse there you called her from? Okay.
I think I erased it though, but I have her number.
At this point, there are multiple definitive pieces of information that Janet didn't remember or simply didn't have access to that she miraculously remembers or discovers in her phone.
Yeah.
Who she left her son with being one, where she left him being another, where his injury was on his head. And now she claims to have her friend's number even though she said she deleted her Facebook and phone records.
I don't know if you guys want to call her, but I don't think she's gonna answer anymore.
In searching the phone number that Janet provided, we discovered it is sourced from Alhambra in California, which is just south of Pasadena. No records of who might own this phone number were available online at the time of editing this video, but we are keeping it private. It is unknown if this was another thing that Janet has pulled out the top of her head.
I don't think she's gonna answer
How come? What makes you think that?
because I don't know if she's still gonna be there.
Did you send her any text messages?
No.
Okay. Do you remember what your son was wearing today when you took him to the hospital?
Pajamas, blue pajamas.
Pooh? Like Winnie the Pooh?
Just regular blue
Oh,
pajamas.
blue. Can I ask her your messaging with?
Yeah, my sister, I was just talking to her about her flying out here,
Oh, nice. Where does she live?
California.
What part?
In Pasadena.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to move over there.
But it's nice and sunny down there right now.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I might just take her phone. She's got some specks on her shirt. She's got blood on her shoes. She's not really making sense.
So, if you guys don't locate my son, what's gonna happen?
That's what we're working on at the
Yeah.
moment.
Why do you think they won't be able to locate him? I mean, if you got the address to where he'd be.
Because, I don't know. I'm just saying, if you guys are not able to find him, what can happen?
What it's looking like right now is that we're gonna need to stay with you until we find him. Because it sounds like you said you know where he is, you know where you left him.
Right.
So it shouldn't be an issue, right? Should be able to locate him. Okay, so that's what we just need to stay with you until we locate him.
Okay.
I have another
She's a liar.
favor to ask.
Yes.
Because it's raining and it's cold and I'm shivering, and we're gonna be with you, I think, for a little bit. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
We're gonna be with you for a little bit. Would you mind? We have a precinct right up the road. It's comfortable and dry that we can all sit in so we can chat. So we're all out of the rain. Would that be okay? If we-
Where is it?
This is
It's
right
just
down by
on-
the fairgrounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
just on 179th.
Yeah.
And then we can give you a ride back and all of that if that's okay. with you.
Can I get a coffee from here before we
We
go?
got coffee there.
We have coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, we got
We
coffee.
can give you coffee.
Can you grab that seatbelt around your backside?
Then that way we can all be dry and comfortable and sit, and you can get some coffee.
You're welcome.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I can stop and get her a coffee or something.
The male officer appears to drive Janet to the station. Although there is some interrogation footage we will break down later on, it appears there is no footage covering their journey to the station. The female officer stays behind to investigate the area.
I need everybody out of here. There's no like ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're investigating a crime right now.
She evacuates and searches the rehab building, but discovers nothing of significance. She also questions others on site who may have interacted with Janet.
That's the undercover right there. She pulled in quick too.
You know her, so
I do.
did you chat with her today or anything?
Just when I pulled up, I saw her,
Okay.
and I said, "What are you doing back?" And she said she's trying to get sober again. She cut her hair like Britney Spears. She had really long hair.
Oh, she said really long
Oh
hair.
yeah.
Maria's filing for legal guardianship also cited Janet recently shaved her head and that she was becoming more, quote, erratic.
Okay.
And she just kind of looked washed up, you know. And I said, "Well, you know, be good and listen." That's what I told her. In the fall, last fall, she was here.
Okay.
She's been here like 4 or 5 times. You know,
Okay,
she just
but not since like last fall.
no. I don't know how she showed up. You said that she might have took an Uber or something.
Yeah, and then they came, and then she hid. So,
But you didn't see no car drop her off or anything.
no, she got dropped off up there.
When you say they, you mean us?
Yeah,
Oh.
I came earlier.
Okay. You saw her. Oh yeah, when they were up here earlier. She hid from them.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
100% positive she
Okay.
got dropped off in the black car, but I didn't think she was coming here until I walked in there and I said, "Hola, senor."
She was
I thought it was a man.
Although footage shows Janet drove and parked a car at the local bar and walked towards the rehab center, the roads connecting them are fairly busy, with a speed limit of 50 miles an hour and seemingly no sidewalks. It's possible someone might have picked her up as a hitchhiker and dropped her off. It's also possible that this eyewitness is simply mistaken.
Any other conversation you had with her today?
I'm sorry, that's all I got. Her mom's dropped her off a bunch of times, and all I know is she's just kind of problematic, you know.
How?
That like when she was here, she wouldn't really listen. She'd get in arguments with other women that were here. You know, her sponsor would tell her to do things, and she wouldn't do them.
Yeah.
You know, like being here, there's like a set of rules. If you want
Sure.
to be here because it's free, we don't charge nobody. And you
Yeah.
stay sober, you know, stay within the guidelines, and it was just never that way with her. So
Okay.
just kind of, she was always off the wall, kind of, I don't want to say crazy, but maybe mental health issues.
Did you see her like have anything with her when she showed up?
That little purse.
No, she just came with a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, she had like a zip-up sweatshirt on
We
when
gave
she
her
left. Oh, you guys gave her that?
Yeah,
And she just had a t-shirt on and her
Yeah.
purse. And it's freezing out here.
Yeah, it is.
I'm freezing and I have a sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate your help. Who owns this place? You and your dad?
My dad.
Your dad does. Where's he at?
I think he's at home right now.
Oh, okay. So I know the deputy on the phone kind of talked to you, but did you see her get here?
I didn't see her get here, no. She's been here before.
Okay.
But, I mean, like I told the other deputy, she left and we told her mom to find her, like, actual, like a psychiatrist. Because her problem is just, like, it was beyond just drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
So,
Janet's mother, Maria, in her plea to the court for her grandchildren's custody, seems to have taken the rehab worker's advice. In the order, she had requested rehab and psychiatric care for Janet, along with access to Janet's tax refund so Maria could use the money to support her kids while Janet was in psychiatric care. Maria had written to the court, "If she has access to her tax refund, I'm afraid she will lose herself even more. The last thing I want is to lose her due to an overdose or in a drug-related incident. She needs rehab and psychiatric help to bring her back to who she was. Her kids need her. I really hope Janet will be able to come back from this to be able to fully parent her children. She needs more help than I can give her." Minutes after that conversation, officers discover the car Janet parked at the bar. They
her
appear to
mom's
break open
carrying.
the driver's side window and secure the vehicle. Based off the footage provided, they seem to find nothing alarming.
I was trying to not. Good news.
While these officers question individuals at the rehab center, Janet is simultaneously being questioned at the station. More interrogation footage will be viewed later, but from this roughly 30-second clip we received, it appears investigators are going through her phone call history and questioning her on who each number is connected to. You can also see they've supplied Janet her coffee as promised, along with what appears to be cupcakes. During police interrogations, it is vital that officers ensure suspects are taken care of so that they cannot reasonably claim in court that they were coerced into confessing.
Daniel told me that her mom was calling because they can't find her son, and her mom went to her house and saw blood. I don't know how dramatic it was, but saw blood. I don't know where, but just saw blood. Okay. And they can't find her son. And then she's over here, and Daniel, my brother, where's your son? He's with my mom. And her mom's calling over here saying he can't find her son. I mean, there was a bad connection there. Yeah, I don't know if she's lying, crazy, I don't know. And her mom's crying and hysterical. No, she's not here. He's not here. Where the heck is he?
Do you know how many children she has?
Two.
Yeah. Do we know where the other child is?
As far as I know, with her mother.
Okay.
And I think that was the whole dilemma, is they can't find her other son.
Gotcha.
And so her mom went to her apartment and saw blood and went hysterical, and this is how this all started.
Did she seem like, from the previous Janet that you knew a couple of years ago, was it?
Yeah.
Compared to today, how was her behavior?
Drastically different, because she was always bubbly and loud and had this big great laugh, kind of really annoying laugh, and talking to everybody, and she was just kind of with her hands in her pockets and quiet, and just went in and sat down and didn't talk to anybody really.
So she's not currently a resident. She doesn't have any private space or room here, correct? No. Is her sponsor here?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not here right now.
Does he normally live here, or is he still primarily living here?
He's the owner of this land.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I don't think he's here right now though.
Do you know if she was being disruptive today or causing any issues?
That's what I mean. It was kind of drastically different. She just kind of quiet and went and sat in the chair and didn't talk to nobody.
We were actually coming back from a job site. My dad called me and he told me to call you guys because I guess she was here. And I think Janet's mom probably called him and told him the situation, what was going on, that one of her sons was missing, and I think her mom ended up finding wherever she was staying full of blood or something like that.
Okay.
So he told me to call you guys and to let you guys know, because I think she had filed a report already over there, and so he told me to call you guys, let you guys know that she was here. And well, he didn't tell me all that part until I got here, but yeah, so that's why I called you guys.
Was she on alcohol?
It was alcohol. Did I know it was alcohol, crystal, and probably everything in between.
Okay. She didn't go back into any rooms or anything?
¿No entró en ningún cuarto? ¿Acá?
No creo.
Yeah, they didn't see her do it.
The officers continued to question individuals at the rehab center and search the property. Based off the footage we've obtained, they found nothing that hinted at Ariel's potential location.
Yeah, again, if we find anything on our own, I mean, well, if you guys got a card, or call 311, like you said, I don't know.
Hours after bringing Janet to the station for further questioning, this footage shows some of the interrogation room.
Cool.
Sorry, I was limiting the call.
It's all here, good. I'm just going to shut the door and walk.
Oh, okay.
Go grab some. Okay. Well, you need anything, just knock on the door, okay?
Based off the footage we were given, it appears that a more thorough interrogation took place on footage that has not yet been made public.
The problem is it's recording right now, and it says status.
Most of the footage provided here showed very little contact with Janet. The video timestamps indicate that Janet was at the station for over 3 hours at this point.
We ordered food earlier. Do you want some tacos and stuff? Do you want me to get you some water with them? Okay. Do you like ice in it or no?
No ice.
Okay. Okay, you're welcome.
And then let me look finding.
Oh, they're trying to butter her
We
ass
haven't,
up so she spills.
And then, so
What
I'll
happened?
let you know that you're going to be going to jail tonight for making false statements. Is what we're charging you with, okay? So I'm just wrapping up your paperwork, and then we'll let you like eat and everything, and then we'll take you down there, okay?
Okay.
Gave her ass fucking food. That shit pisses me off. Bitch shouldn't even be eating.
some food?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I think Tanya, Detective Johnson had told you that you're going to go to jail tonight. Okay. I want to take a picture of your hands because you had said you had hurt your nail or broke your nail or something. So I want to get a good picture. Which one were you talking about? Do you remember?
I don't remember it.
Okay, I'll just take a picture of them. Yeah, hold them. Yep, like that.
Oh, excuse me.
Do you have any other injuries on your hands or anything? Okay. All right.
Right, just want to go and turn around for me?
I want to know what happened.
Right?
Yeah.
Janet, these are going to go with you. This is the search warrant for your cell phone that we wrote, and then this is your citation for making false statements to public service. So these will go with you and go on your property at the jail.
Okay.
I'm going to just search you real quick, okay? So go ahead and turn around, face the door for me. Spread your legs for me.
Nothing else in your pockets or anything? Okay. All set? All right.
According to reports, officials issued an endangered missing persons advisory at midnight that day. This more locally focused alert was issued instead of an Amber Alert. According to news sources, Ariel's disappearance did not meet the federal requirements for an Amber Alert, which requires information like a potential suspect, vehicle description, and a defined location of where an abduction or disappearance took place. Just before 6 o'clock in the evening of the following day, on March 28, 2024, officials would unfortunately discover Ariel's body off of Interstate 5. He was found in a location that was roughly halfway between Janet's allegedly blood-covered apartment and the rehab center she visited. The location of Ariel's body was an over 75-mile drive away from her apartment. However, it is unclear if this was where she was staying when she left for the rehab center. Janet Garcia is being charged with first and second-degree murder, as well as an assault of a child. She has submitted a plea of not guilty, and she currently has a bail set to $3 million. At the time of editing this video, Janet's case is going through the court system, and a verdict and sentencing is yet to be determined. According to news reports, an autopsy revealed that
Are you fucking kidding me? He was that poor child. Oh my god, that is so sad. Oh my god, that is so sad. That fucking cunt bitch. Oh my god. He was stabbed up to 41 times. You guys. 41 times. A 4-year-old. That fucking bitch. And they fed her and oh my god. I don't know how these officers do it. I could not. There's no way I could control myself. I would have beat the shit out of her. Possibly, yeah. No way in hell. I would have had to. I would have had to. For that poor innocent child. That piece of shit. Why would... Oh, how could you do that? For one, how could you do that to your own kid? That's something, I swear to God, I'll never understand how people can do that to their own kids. I feel bad when my kid just gets injured on accident or whatever. That shit makes me feel bad all day. If they just bump, you know what I mean? Hurt themselves or whatever. That makes me feel like shit. How in the hell do they do this? I'm in shock. Why did I never hear this story? Have y'all ever heard of this story? Let me know down in the comments if y'all know anything else about this case. Because this is my first time hearing it. And this shit happened last year. I mean, I don't live anywhere near. This happened in Washington, state of Washington. But I don't live anywhere near there. I live on East Coast. But never heard of this. I feel like this should have made major headlines. A 4-year-old? 41 times? The mother doing this? Absolutely. That bitch better rot in there. Do they have the death penalty in Washington? Please let me know. This is absolutely ridiculous. Damn, this shit pisses me off.
Ariel was stabbed up to 41 times and showed signs of defensive wounds. This story is unfortunate.
Oh God, that breaks my heart. God, that breaks my heart. Defensive wounds. That means he was trying to defend himself from his own mother. The person who's supposed to keep you safe. The poor grandma. Oh my God. The poor child. My God, Lord. Oh my God. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Fortunately, not an entirely unique one for the United States, and criticisms of custody law.
Look at all those different. Look at all those. These are just, it says a fraction of headlines from 2024. Everett mother, that's her. This one up here. Everett mother pleads not guilty. She had nerve to. Ariel, that was the little boy's name. God rest his beautiful soul. Oh my gosh. Strangling. Look, 11-year-old son. Woman accused of beating 4-year-old boy to death. Mom who threw her 2 kids onto LA freeway, killing baby. Oh my God. Baltimore mother to be charged in deaths of 2 children. Oh my. The world has gone insane.
Laws continue to arise from situations like this. In this case, District 35 Representative Travis Couture criticized legislation during the events of this video that he sees as too lax. He shares that current legislation strictly keeps kids away from parents who use fentanyl, but other hard drugs do not qualify grounds for separation. He claims that, in the specific case of Ariel Garcia, had something like my bill been in place, that death might have been prevented, and added, "We don't want instances like what we saw with this case with little Ariel where, he's murdered. He's dumped like garbage on the side of I-5 like his life didn't matter." As extremely dark and devastating cases of this nature come to light, we hope that in publishing these stories, however tragic, it helps promote transparency in government, inform the public, and shed light on events like these.
Wow. I have no words. God rest that beautiful little boy, and oh my God, that is absolutely terrible. Y'all, let me know what y'all thought about that video down below. That was awful. I was not expecting that outcome at all. Like, I was not. Wow. Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. All right, I will see y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.